Hi, good morning. It is Wednesday, March 6th. It is raining cats and dogs this morning. I woke up, I don't know, sometime around like 3 or 4, and it doesn't pour here. Like usually when it rains, it's kind of like more of it feels like a light rain, a misty rain, nothing too drastic or heavy. But it felt like it sounded like it was pouring out this morning when it woke me up. And I think it's going to continue all day, which is fine. It's springtime. We need rain to get the flowers to bloom and the grass green and all that good stuff. So I'm not opposed to it. It's just be a little damp today. Today, class, gym, read, take care of some like personal email stuff. Nothing too exciting because it is Wednesday and it is the middle of a long week. And then trying to think, nothing too exciting is happening today. I feel good. I got like personal things done. My taxes are done, which is great. Needed to get those out and into the world. And grateful for all that. And now, yeah, I had pancakes yesterday. That was good. And I've been a little bit in my head the last couple of days, been doubt. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I think it's natural to go kind of through cycles where you doubt yourself or question what it is exactly that you're doing, or why you're doing it. And I'm having a spell of that right now where, I don't ever question that, like, maybe I question that I'm smart and capable. I don't know, it manifests in weird ways. But yeah, I've been just kind of doubting my own abilities to kind of do the work. Not like to do the work, but like to do it well and with quality. And I think that what I'm learning and kind of remembering about academia is the pressure to always be like super original and have a unique voice and, always have to have an opinion or a comment. And, I'm not always the person that has an opinion or a comment right away. Like I feel like sometimes I process things differently than others, and I'm not the first one to always speak up because I'm genuinely listening and trying to find understanding in what people are saying, and then use that understanding to kind of like think through what I think and believe. And sometimes in academia, it's like always about having this like immediate opinion and kind of being able to take a stance, or at least it feels that way. Maybe I'm building it more in my head than it actually is. But it's a hard space to exist in sometimes because so we were having this conversation in a slightly different way in my qualitative methods class on Monday, because we were using an example of, we were talking about ethnographies, and we were talking about how we would use an ethnography to understand the impact of Brexit on university students. A lot of the comments and criticisms that students were raising about, how we actually interact with Brexit right now is that, it feels like there is very clear pressure in the university space to take a certain stance, to have a certain opinion, to be able to like viciously defend that opinion. There's very strict rules about like who you're supposed to be, in terms if you're a student and you are in university, and like the way you're supposed to interact with Brexit. You're supposed to be anti-leave, you're supposed to be an ardent defender of Remain, and an ardent defender of kind of like a very certain type of politics. And I've been just thinking about that in terms of like a lot of spaces where it feels like, especially in the academic space, there is not always a lot of grace for people who have dissenting opinions or who don't have an opinion and are genuinely like here learning and trying to think through how all of the pieces connect. And because I'm a public policy student, I think that gets amplified because we are, never not talking about political things or things that have to do directly or indirectly with politics and policy. So yeah, I've been in my head a little bit about like, what does it mean that I always don't have a quick opinion, and I never have sometimes I have the loudest opinion in the room, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not articulating it well, but that's what's been on my mind the last few days of like how to navigate that space, and how to feel like that doesn't mean I'm bad at what I'm doing, or I need to think differently about how I show up. It's just and like that it's maybe okay that that's who I am in the space, but it doesn't always feel like that, and that is a frustrating place to be in. I guess the good news is after the next 2.5 weeks, I'm no longer in class, and my interactions with kind of discussion will shift pretty drastically, as there won't be regular class discussions, and I will be mostly with myself writing papers and revising for exams after the next 2.5 weeks. So, but yeah, it's a weird space to be in, to sometimes doubt yourself and to doubt what you have to contribute. And I know like it's a moment in time, and I've been here before, and it'll come back again and I'll be fine. But yeah, sometimes the way doubt lingers is frustrating. Anyway, I'm headed off to class, and it's going to be a wonderful day despite the doubt, and we will talk tomorrow. Make good choices.